Namaste. This is Divakar Upadhyay, and this is second part of the introduction to the English 1 course for BBA and BBIS at the Kathmandu University. There was a technical error in the recording of the first part, and the recording was interrupted. So I'm continuing from where it was interrupted. So in the first part, I was talking about the modes of communication, and I was talking about group communication, and my recording was interrupted. So what is group communication? So group communication involves the exchange of information between three or more people in a group setting. It can be formal or informal. Then we have mass communication. Mass communication involves the use of mass media such as television, radio, newspaper, magazine to convey a message to a large audience. Then you have digital communication that involves the use of digital technology. For example, right now, this video you're watching is an example of digital communication. It involves the use of digital technology such as email, social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, instant messaging to convey messages. So these are some of the modes of communication. Once again, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, visual communication, interpersonal communication, group communication, mass communication, and digital communication. Let's go back to our curriculum. Okay. So it says that the course aims to broaden your horizon to language and different modes of communication. How? How does it do it? Primarily through listening. Right now you are watching and listening to me. Watching, speaking, reading, and writing. There are four primary language skills. As we learn language, we listen to other people. Then we respond by speaking. We read. I'm reading right now from the screen. Then we write. So listening is speaking, reading, writing, plus watching. Now we have digital media. The major thrust of the course lies in different layers and modes of reading and writing deemed fundamentally important. Okay, let's focus this again. Different modes of reading. As I told you earlier, you can say, talk about four layers of reading. You read to understand literal comprehension, then you read to interpret the suggested meaning, then you read to critically view the text, then you try to assimilate, you learn lessons from the reading. Four ways of interacting with a text, or four layers of reading. There is something called Bloom's taxonomy. Harold Bloom prescribed layers of reading, a reading that begins from understanding a text to creating your own knowledge. Understanding a given knowledge to creating your own knowledge. We will understand that in detail in another video. Okay, so what I did, I read the course description, and I hope this must have given you better knowledge about the nature of this course. Let's go to the objectives of this course. With the completion of this course, learners will be able to read and respond to texts in different genres. So you will be able to read a poem, read an essay, read a story, read a play, read a digital text by using revised Bloom's taxonomy. So what does it have? You first summarize a text. Then you consolidate your understanding of a text. Then you apply what you understand to a different situation. Then you analyze. Then you evaluate. Then finally you create. These are the different layers of reading: summarizing, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. For example, let's Bing and see What does summarizing mean in Bloom taxonomy? Okay, let's read. Bloom's, let me make sure I'm sharing this page. Yes. Bloom's taxonomy is a framework for categorizing educational goals and objectives. It consists of 6 major categories: knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation. Once again, the 6 categories: knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. Summarizing is a skill that falls under the category of comprehension. If you can summarize a text, you understand it, you comprehend it. And uh, it involves identifying the main ideas. So summarizing means understanding the main ideas and key details of a text and presenting them in a concise and coherent manner. In Bloom's taxonomy, comprehension is the second level of learning and is considered to be more complex than knowledge. Comprehension requires students to demonstrate their understanding of a text by interpreting it, summarizing it, and explaining it in their own words. Summarizing is an important skill for academic writing. It helps you to condense complex information into a more manageable form, to identify the most important ideas in a text, and to communicate those ideas to others in clear and concise way. So what is summarizing? It's a way to make sure that you understand what you are reading. And in summarizing, you extract the main ideas of a text. You can omit the details. You take the main ideas of a text. Summarizing is an important academic skill. In summarizing, you condense the complex information in a manageable form that you can recall, remember, and then you present to other people. Let's come back to the syllabus. So the course aims you to make you able to respond to a text by summarizing it, understanding it, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Once again, I'll read the 6 levels of Bloom's taxonomy. What are they? They are knowledge, comprehension, application, analyzing, synthesis, and evaluation. And summarizing is related to comprehension. If you can summarize something, then it shows that you understand what you have just read. Okay, second, read and write in different modes of writing. Okay, there are academic writing can have different modes. For example, you can, or let's say, writing can have different modes. You can tell a story, narrative mode. You can vividly describe a scene, descriptive mode. You can argue, make a claim, offer reasons and evidences to convince people about your opinion. You can persuade someone to believe or not believe, to do or not to do something. You can write to inform. You can write to explain a complex process. You can write to give an example. You can write to define. You can write to explain the cause and effect of something. Many other ways. These are called modes of writing, right? Or we also call them patterns of writing or modes of writing. Let's say modes of writing. Narrative, telling a story. Descriptive, using images to tell something clearly, to describe something. Argumentative, to offer a solution to a problem, or to take a position in a controversy. Persuasive, expository, to write to inform. Explanatory, write to explain. Illustrative, write to give an example. By applying sound knowledge of structural and rhetorical mechanics, understanding the structure of the text and rhetoric. Rhetoric is who is speaking, who is listening, what is the message, what does the speaker believe, what does the listener believe, what is the channel or media of the information or message, what is the time of the speaking. Then third aim is read and critically respond to academic research articles. So in this course, you will read research articles and you will analyze them and understand. Locate in them thesis statement. What is thesis statement? The main idea and where it is located in the text. Analyze arguments in research papers, counter arguments, and synthesize various arguments to make your own argument. One by one we'll understand as we come to the point in our study. Write well-developed essays. The course aims to enable you to write essays by using principles of organization, how essays are formatted and organized, their structure, such as controlling ideas, supporting ideas, transitional and cohesive devices. Develop a general sense of grammar and mechanics. It also aims you to strengthen your knowledge of grammar of English language and mechanics by giving you opportunities to edit your own writing and writings of your friends. Make meaning and speak on selected audio books, documentaries, and movies. You will also watch listen to audiobooks and watch documentaries and movies and interpret them. So these are 6 objectives of the course. Once again, read and respond to text in different genre, read and write in different modes of writing, read and critically respond to academic research articles, write well-developed essays, develop good sense of grammar and mechanics, and make meaning and speak about selected audiobooks and documentaries. Now we have detailed curriculum. As you can see, I will talk about this detailed topics in the next video. I want to make it shorter one so that you can watch it on your devices on the go. So I stop here. If you have any queries and questions on what you watched, you can talk to me in the class. I made this video for you to watch outside class and come to my class prepared. Thank you.